All right, girls, let's be real. Have you ever watched a man waste years of a woman's life saying, I'm not ready, I need time, let's just go with the flow? And then the second he meets another woman, boom! 6 months later, he's proposing, moving in, building a future? I know you've seen it. I know some of you have lived it, and some of you are living it right now. And it hurts because you sit there thinking, what did she have that I didn't? Was I not enough? But let me tell you something. This isn't about being enough. Men don't commit quickly because of years invested, meals cooked, or loyalty proved. They commit because a woman flips the commitment switch inside his mind. And in this video, I'm about to break down exactly why some women trigger that switch instantly, while others wait around for years with nothing to show for it. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know the secrets to making a man commit faster than you ever thought possible. And trust me, sis, you don't want to miss this. Let's start with the foundation. Men commit when they sense scarcity and high value. Those are the two triggers. Listen, this isn't about you being prettier or smarter or even better. It's about perception, how rare you appear in his eyes. This goes straight back to evolutionary psychology. In every generation, men competed hardest for the women who seemed hardest to replace. The women who had options, the women who set standards, the women other men wanted but couldn't easily access. And when a man perceives you as scarce, like he could lose you to another high-value man, his brain literally goes into fight or flight mode. That's when he says, lock it down before she slips away. Now here's the fact. Commitment is never about the calendar. You could give a man 3 years and still not get a ring. Or you could give him 3 months and he's already planning forever. It's not about time. It's about how he perceives your value. But hold on, value alone isn't enough. Because you can be the most valuable woman in the room, and if you miss the second piece of this puzzle, he'll still keep you hanging. Let's talk about that. You've seen her before. That woman who walks into a room and suddenly men start adjusting their posture, lowering their voices, and hanging on to her every word. She's not the loudest, not the most extra, but she radiates something magnetic. That, my loves, is feminine energy. Here's the open loop. Men don't commit because of logic. They commit because of how they feel in your presence. See, a masculine man needs polarity. He needs to feel like the man. When you lean into your feminine, softness, warmth, playfulness, mystery, you activate his protective, providing instinct. You make him feel like a king. And when a man feels like a king around you, he doesn't just want you, he wants to keep you. That's the girlfriend switch. That's what makes him start imagining you as his forever. And sis, if you're feeling me so far, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on your bell. Because the next thing I'm about to share, it's the #1 mistake women make when they think giving more will make him commit faster. Spoiler, it does the exact opposite. Let's get into it. Let's get raw for a second. How many of you have thought, if I prove myself, if I cook for him, support him, stick through his struggles, hold him down, then eventually he'll realize I'm the one? Baby girl, no. That's the trap. Here's the psychological truth. Men don't commit to what they don't work for. They don't value what they don't invest in. The more you give without him earning it, the less urgency he feels to step up. This is the scarcity principle. When something is too available, it loses value. Think about it. If a designer bag costs $50 and sits in every store, is it really special? No. But if that same bag is rare, limited edition, only available to those who qualify, you bet men are lining up around the block. So here's your payoff. Giving more doesn't secure commitment. It actually delays it. Commitment comes when you withhold strategically. When you pull back just enough for him to wonder, is she slipping away? Could I lose her? That's when his mind flips from casual to serious. But here's the twist. Once he's chasing, you've got to know how to make him invest emotionally and financially at the same time, because that's the true glue of commitment. Let's talk about that next. Here's the loop, girl. Why can a man date one woman for 5 years with no ring and then marry the next woman in 6 months? Because the second woman got him to invest emotionally. Men don't commit just because they're attracted. Attraction gets you in the door, but investment keeps you in the house. When a man invests, he bonds. Every dollar he spends on you, Every hour he carves out, every favor he does, every introduction to his friends, it all deepens his sense of ownership and attachment. Now, here's the psychology part. Men don't fall in love through receiving. They fall in love through giving. The more he gives, the more attached he becomes. And once he's invested deeply, that's when commitment happens fast. So the payoff, commitment is about emotional and financial investment. But here's the kicker. You've got to position yourself correctly from the very start, or he'll never even get to that stage. Let me show you how. Now here's a hard truth. What separates the women men commit to versus the women they keep on the bench? It's positioning. High-value women don't beg for commitment. They don't play the cool girl who goes with the flow. They don't lower their standards to fit a man's comfort zone. They position themselves as the prize. They show through their standards and boundaries that they're not here to audition for a role in his life. Instead, he is auditioning for the role of protector, provider, and partner in theirs. Think of it like this. Some women act like unpaid interns, doing the work, waiting for the promotion, hoping to be chosen. High-value women act like CEOs. They set the rules, they filter applicants, they don't waste time on unqualified candidates. And guess what? Men commit to the CEO. Men chase the prize. Men invest where they know they've got to earn it. Sis, if this is hitting your soul right now, make sure you're subscribed and that bell is on, because these strategies are going to keep stacking, and you do not want to miss the next videos I've got coming. Now let me tie all of this together into one powerful secret you can use starting tonight to flip a man's commitment switch. All right, here it is. The grand secret. The switch that makes men commit quickly. It's not about how many years you give him. It's not about proving loyalty or being the most supportive. Men don't commit out of obligation. They commit out of fear of loss and desire to secure. When you show up as high value, when you radiate feminine energy, when you don't overgive, when you let him invest emotionally and financially, and when you position yourself as the prize, suddenly he sees you as rare. And men move fast when they think they've found something rare. So here's your takeaway. Men don't need 5 years to know if you're the one. They know within months, sometimes within weeks. The real question is, are you positioning yourself as that woman? If you love this breakdown, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss the strategies that will keep you winning in love. And I'll leave you with this. Men don't take years to commit to the right woman. They take weeks. The only thing you need to decide is, will you be the placeholder or the prize?